All right.
It just goes boo.
So it just should go.
Hello, friends.
Welcome.
Hey, I didn't schedule it on
One and
Instagram,
all.
so nobody knows we're going live.
Privacy. Okay,
There you
let's
go.
see. We need to do some quick editing here.
We're private on YouTube.
We're private. We're going to go public.
Okay.
Done.
Hi,
Live
Coco.
stream. We're also...
Hi, Mabby. Welcome, friends.
Hello, everyone.
So this
Welcome to the nursing school show.
I keep wanting to say ask us anything because I'm so used to that, but
it is not.
It's not.
But you can ask us questions anyway. Go ahead and pop your questions in.
It's
and
fine.
That is A-OK-dokey.
Hi, Kristen.
So
Hi,
welcome.
Hi, Liz.
YouTube, we're going to do some on-the-fly editing here. Let's see. We need a title.
Wave to people.
We need a title for today's Nursing SOS.
How to study Med-surg.
How to study Med-surg. Okay.
Wait, what were we talking about?
How to study Med-surg in nursing school.
Yeah, that works. Or Med-surg study tips, shall we? Is that what we shall talk about today, friends? Does that sound
study
good?
tips.
Hi, Catherine. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Med-surg study tips.
Category, education. Yes,
so,
yes.
Hi, Instagram. We're getting loaded on YouTube.
Hi.
Thank you for your patience.
All right, well, while I'm doing this, everyone mention where you guys are joining from.
Where are you in the world right now? And can you tell me, well, we'll do that in a minute. Tell me where you are right now.
And
let's do that first.
There we go. All right, I think we're good for now, YouTube. Let me know if you can see me.
Med-surg. Oh no, Kristen. Hi, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Houston, Texas.
Good.
Okay.
All right, YouTube, we're falling behind
New
here.
Jersey.
Where are we from?
Philly.
Barbados.
Whoa,
very cool. New York.
That's
very cool. Very cool.
A lot warmer than it is here. Maryland. Hey, what's the weather over there in Maryland? Dallas, Texas. Heard you guys got snow, right? Didn't Texas get some snow like 2 weeks ago or something?
Yeah, I think weather's been pretty weird
Washington
everywhere.
State. Nice. Louisiana.
Hi.
Las Vegas.
All right, so we're trying to figure out where everyone's from. And we're also going to be jamming on Med-surg study tips for nursing school. So if you have any questions Med-surg related, go ahead and pop them down below in the comments section.
Med-surg
along with emoji smiley face.
Yes, emoji smiley face.
Yes,
hey,
please.
Good to see you all, friends.
Yes, happy Monday. It is still Monday, right? Happy Monday, everyone.
Just seems like a very long Monday today.
It was a very busy day.
It just seems like
a very busy day.
Long Monday.
And on that note, we have announcements coming down the pipe.
Oh, we do.
During this live, so hang on to your hats.
Hold your horses.
Wait
for some announcements to drop here.
You'll hear it here first.
Oh, hey.
Or hereabouts first.
Lizard breath. That's cool. Thanks for reminding me. Hey, can you guys invite your friends to this live video or something? Like tag people and like
say, look at these two.
Invite your friends.
These two fools.
So that more people can laugh at us. That's what we're here for.
Laugh with us.
Laugh at us.
It's always it's more fun when people are laughing with us.
Someone got on our YouTube channel. And they were like, I don't know if it was a girl or a guy. I don't know. It was you can really tell. But they were like, what did they say? They were like, hey, you should use more hand gestures.
Oh, I saw that.
That would be great.
I saw that. So
you can laugh
curious.
at me. It's fine.
So
no big deal.
I think this is a question for the YouTubers out there that watch our YouTube videos. If you do not, go ahead and hit subscribe. But if you do,
subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Older videos, a lot of people have mentioned that Christine does a lot of hand motions, and I would like a vote. Have you toned it down, or are people just getting used to it?
Or maybe people are just getting used to it. I'm not sure.
Or have you guys noticed that too? That during the YouTube videos, there's lots of jazz hands going on.
Jazz hands.
And then you can also take a look at the YouTube video that we just posted today. It's about epilepsy. We're talking about Med-surg, so epilepsy was just posted today. And let us know whether she has jazz hands.
Do I have jazz hands in that video? See, that should actually be a thing. That could be a thing. If you guys tell me in the YouTube comments, did I have jazz hands? Do I not have jazz hands?
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, I can tone it down if really y'all want me to. But, I mean, see, I do the things with my hands. And
she does.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
We do still get one of those comments. I think those comments have kind of died down, but yeah,
people get used to it. It's fine.
There are the people that say, "Hey, tone down the hands."
Tone down the jazz hands.
Whatever.
Oh, thank you, Leticia. Your acidosis and alkalosis just saved me hours of trying to figure it out. See? That was one of the first video series that we ever posted, and those videos definitely have the jazz hands.
Very
so,
cool.
She liked it.
Mm-hmm.
See? My friend's here.
Sam Naomi got an exam.
Spirit fingers!
Spirit fingers. Got an exam tomorrow. Study tips. The poet.
That is so funny.
I would say don't overstudy and to get good night's rest. Yes, that is true. That is some good tips you got going on
solid
there,
advice.
poet. For sure.
Get a good night's rest. What's that? We have a... How old are you? Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
7 weeks?
We have a little one.
7 weeks? So what is sleep now? Someone remind me.
Well,
7 weeks.
Yes.
Whew, that flies.
Yes, time flies.
All
time
right.
flies when you're having fun.
Yes. Lizard breath, yes, we have EKG and yes, hemodialysis. Yeah, I think we do. Inside the Nursing SS membership community, we do have ECG stuff in the membership community. And hemodialysis, I'm pretty sure we do too. But I have to think. It's either in critical care or it's in fundamentals, which seems like two very opposite things, but I'm sure it's there. There you go.
Melissa, don't change. Your positive, upbeat approach is motivating.
Melissa,
so that
always
is what
coming through for me.
That is what we are going to do.
Thank you. My positive, upbeat approach. That's nice. That sounds fun. I try to do that. Yeah, I think, okay, so here's the thing. Maybe no one cares, but when you're, like, on video, you kind of have to expel more energy in order to come across as, like, normal, right? Like, if we just sit here and be, like, normal. Well, I always use my hands all the time. I'm a very, like, active talker.
That is true.
Do I ever stop talking?
No.
Yeah, see? No, I never stop talking.
The kids are catching on to that, too.
They are. Poor guy.
Yes. Introvert right here.
Poor Matthew.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What is sleep? I'm pretty sure it's only in fairy tales. I agree. Me too.
Sam, on YouTube, just curious, you said you got an exam tomorrow. What topics is your exam on?
Sam Naomi, hello.
I am curious. Mm-hmm. We are jamming on Med-surg. Anyone having a Med-surg test coming up?
Right now we're jamming on jazz hands and spirit fingers. That's awesome. So, Med-surg. Okay, let's just talk about, first off, let's talk about why Med-surg.
Oh my.
And
there's lots going on here.
There's a baby crying and my phone is ringing. Sorry. Okay. Christina didn't turn her phone off before this live video, apparently.
We also forgot to turn off the baby. I don't think that's a thing, though. So, there you go.
Did it just say it's 40 degrees here? Wow, it's going to be 40 degrees tomorrow. That
is very warm.
That is like...
That's summer weather right there. Med-surg 2 midterm on Wednesday. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? So we are jamming on Med-surg. Other people are asking about EKGs. He said we do have EKGs in the membership community.
Yeah.
How do you study pediatrics? They're just like little humans.
You're just like little people.
Little humans.
No.
And that's coming from the non-nurse. Just FYI, by the way. I'm not the nurse. She's the nurse. So there you go. So let's jam on Med-surg first. We have a couple people doing Med-surg with us.
Yep.
So yes.
The thing that is tough with Med-surg is that you have to like bring all the concepts together and critically think about them in a way that you never have before. So Dom Smith on YouTube, stay with me, okay? Because pediatrics is very similar to Med-surg, and I'll tell you why. So just like Matthew said, like kids are just little people. So the med-surg disorders and the way that you will study for pediatrics is going to be very similar for the way that you study med-surg. So anyone who's in peds, anyone in OB, if you are in fundamentals learning about disorders like stroke or diabetes or heart failure, like some of the high level disorders and fundamentals, you will study the same way for them.
So Shayla, hold on. You said that your med-surg exam is along with EKGs and heart failure. So hold on. It's all under the umbrella of med-surg. So here are some general study tips on how to get med-surg, because it all kind of falls in the same bucket on how do you study med-surg and how do you get through med-surg.
Yes, absolutely. So there are, someone write this down on both Instagram and YouTube. If you've been around for a while, you know that this is a very interactive live experience.
We are an interactive experience.
I expect you to type things for me. So can you post in YouTube and on Instagram? Well, if you're on Instagram, type on Instagram. If you're on YouTube, type on YouTube. These are the 4 things that you have to focus on in med-surg, okay? Someone write this out for me on wherever you are watching from. Pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions, okay? 4 things. 4 things. Patho, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. Those are the 4 things that you really have to focus on when studying med-surg for all the disorders that you have to know. So they're going to throw, like your instructor is going to throw a bunch of stuff at you, right? The book is going to throw a bunch of stuff at you. Etiology, the causes of things, demographic info, things like that. You are rarely, if ever, tested on those things. Like, you do not need to know. I was actually talking to a nursing student just a couple days ago. She was saying, like, you don't need to know the history of a disorder or who created this intervention or things. Like, you're not going to be tested on that stuff. So you need to focus on 4 main things. Okay, patho, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. Those are the 4 main categories. Okay?
All right, Dom, you're our rock star here on YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikki. Someone on Instagram.
Hey, look at that.
Someone on Instagram, post me those 4 things, please. This is an interactive experience.
You learn better when you write it down.
Pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. I just like people to write it down so that everyone else can see it too in the comments. And then it just helps more and more people.
Nikki, I liked your first answer better. Signs and sing.
Signs and sing.
That is great. Yeah.
Yep,
Pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, nursing interventions.
Yep, that's awesome.
But you can sing if you'd like.
Yeah. Hi, Shwandel. Nice to see you. Yes. So those are the 4 main things, because that's really what you're going to be tested on, right? So in med-surg, it's really like where rubber meets the road in nursing school, where you really have to have all these concepts start to come together. You're not in fundamentals anymore. Fundamentals is quite a bit more memorization in a lot of ways, because you're not really to the point where you know enough that you can be critically thinking about stuff. Med-surg is really where that starts to really kick in nursing school. So, critical thinking and connecting all those things, pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. Thank you, Lizard Breath 30 on Instagram.
And Dom, you're saying that it seems like they want to incorporate developmental milestones with PEDS disorders. So
yes.
We'll circle back around on that. So that's all coming together. So stick with us. First, patho, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, nursing interventions.
Yeah. Yep. So those are the 4 main things that you are going to want to focus on when studying med-surg. Now, the biggest thing for critical thinking that you need to remember is that all of those things, the signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and the nursing interventions will relate back to the pathophysiology. So making sure that you are learning them as they relate to the patho is going to be really, really helpful for you. Does that make sense? So, whatever the pathophysiology of the disorder is, the disorder, the pathophysiology is what is going on in the body. And so that is going to be what causes the signs and symptoms, right? So the signs and symptoms are going to relate to the pathophysiology. And then we want to solve the underlying cause, right? So the nursing interventions, we want them to solve the underlying cause. We will also try to help solve some symptomatic things, but we do want to help solve the underlying cause. So you have to know the patho first. That makes sense? Yeah.
SD, hi, any tips in studying endocrine system on med-surg? This is it right here. Any disorder in med-surg, it follows kind of this framework. So step one, really get the pathophysiology down. And then from there, coming out of there comes the signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, nursing interventions.
And inside our Nursing SOS membership community, we have a whole course on endocrine. Someone also asked last week, what was the other one? It was endocrine. Oh, was it neuro? Yes. We have a whole course on neuro in our Nursing SOS membership community. So here's the thing, you guys, these principles, this is a principle that we're teaching you. So med-surg, when you are studying med-surg, you have to focus on those four main categories. That is the principle, okay? So that is going to help you in any disorder that you are learning about. Focus on those four main things. Now, if you want me to walk you through the critical thinking for all the disorders that you're learning about, like endocrine, in endocrine, you're going to be studying diabetic ketoacidosis, or diabetes or SIADH. Those are endocrine disorders. If you want me to walk you through the critical thinking for those, jump into the membership community. It's going to be so helpful for you.
Shayla, that is exactly right. I've realized looking at the heart and the patho, I understood the differences in how it all works. So yes, that is excellent. That is exactly what you want to do. You want to start off with the pathophysiology, and then from there, critically think about the signs and symptoms, assessments, and interventions, and all kind of flows out at pathophysiology. Yeah. And the membership link is nursingschoolofsuccess.com/join.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and shoot that in the comments on YouTube. For Instagram, again, nursingschoolofsuccess.com/join.
/join, yes.
Yeah. That way.
Leticia, I can give you an example. As long as I can focus
yes,
with
and
this
while you're doing that, because someone else asked that question too, as well. How do you study pathophysiology? So.
Oh, how do you study pathophysiology?
Yeah.
Well, you have to know the physiology first.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
So kind of along with Leticia's question, can you please explain pathophysiology, like an example, and then kind of tie that in with the fact that how do you study pathophysiology?
Gotcha. Okay. See, Matthew's like the MC. It's kind
trying to be.
He directs me. I get off topic a lot, and then he's the one that brings it all back together. So you have to know the physiology first. That's why we took A&P right before nursing school. You have to know what is normal in the body. And then you move on to what is abnormal in the body, and that is pathophysiology. So, I like to use the example of left-sided heart failure. Heart failure, because that's just one of the first disorders that you'll learn about. Diabetes too, we could use that as well. But pathophysiology. So normally, right, the heart is hopefully an optimally functioning organ that is pumping blood to your body. It's pumping oxygenated blood. So that blood is going to bring oxygen and nutrients to your whole body. Now, in left-sided heart failure, the heart is weakened in some way for some reason. And then it cannot pump that blood as efficiently to the body. So that would be, that's really high level pathophysiology, right? Like the heart is damaged for some reason, and now it cannot do its job properly. It cannot pump that oxygenated blood, those nutrients, to the rest of the body. Does that make sense? So that would be an example, high level example of patho. Yeah.
So what is going on? What's wrong?
Yeah. Did I answer both of those questions?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't really, I mean, not really how to study. Okay, so how to study pathophysiology. I always really like, because someone asked that, right?
Yes,
how
someone
to
asked
study.
that.
Okay.
Yep.
I really, really like studying pathophysiology by breaking things down step by step. Like, you guys know me, if you're inside our membership community, we have so many patho videos inside the membership community. We have all the med-surg disorders in there and the patho for them. It's just really great resource for you. And we break everything down step by step. So I literally walk you through, okay, here's what's going on in these disorders. Like left-sided heart failure, right? Like left-sided heart failure. Like here's like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Like here's what's going on with this disorder. So I really, really like breaking it down that way because I think it's the most helpful for you. And I think the baby likes Med-surg. He has a lot to say about it.
Yeah, so if you kind of want to see it working, kind of from the start to finish, definitely first place to start is our YouTube channel. We do have some Med-surg videos. Just check our Med-surg playlist, and then you can definitely take a look at that. And again, this is how we break down any disorder in our YouTube for Med-surg: is patho, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, nursing interventions. So if you kind of want to see it in action, the video we just posted today actually is about epilepsy. So if you're interested in that, go ahead, take a look at that, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and that's just a sampling. And in the membership community, like Christina said, we have bunch of videos that go through each of the steps for disorders for all the systems. So it's kind of cool, and really that's what we want to do for you guys is get that framework about on how to study Med-surg, which is, funny enough, the topic of this video. So
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so hopefully that helps. And then Dom, back to you. You're saying that with pediatrics, specifically, they said that you want to incorporate developmental milestones. Now, Christina, I'm not sure if you have any more information on that, but I think that kind of backs up to, really, in nursing school, there are, we usually want to divide it up that there's really two kinds of studying principles in nursing school, right? There's the critical thinking, which we just talked about, critical thinking of how the patho works with signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. Mm-hmm. And on the other side of the coin, there's just rote memorization.
Yep.
Like milestones. Fundamentals, milestones falls into that, Dom. So you'll have to kind of incorporate both of those ways of studying together for the disorders. You can definitely work through the patho, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, nursing interventions. As far as the developmental milestones, that is going to be a little bit more rote memorization for you. So hopefully that makes sense.
And hopefully you can hear Matthew over the baby crying.
Let me know if that makes sense.
I think he's going to fall asleep. We'll see.
Nicole, just passed Med-surg. Congratulations.
It was awful. Oh, Nicole. Sorry about that. Oh, man. Yeah, Med-surg can definitely be rough for sure.
Yeah.
So you guys, hey, I'm actually, on Instagram, I've been posting like Med-surg disorders, like study guide kind of things. So, can you go over to my Instagram? It's at nursingsos, and just tell me what disorders you want to see next, because I'm, I have ideas, but I want to be posting the ones that you want me to post, that you find helpful. So, someone said endocrine, right? Who was talking about endocrine? So, like if you have an endocrine disorder that you want me to do a post on, a study guide on, I can totally do that. I am taking requests. So, there you go. All right, sorry, the baby is not having it, so I've got to go.
All right, well, she's a nurse.
Bye, friends.
We will cut it a little short tonight. Thank you all for joining. Again, go ahead and do some replays. Dom, for pharmacology, I think we actually had a couple lives a couple days ago. Just go onto our channel and go back through or look at our different videos. We have a bunch of videos on pharmacology and really specific tips on how to study pharmacology. So definitely do that. Nicole, thanks. All right, well, I can't hold down the fort all alone, so I will see you guys later. We'll plan on going live again on Wednesday. So,
bye.
Happy Monday. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.